Well, we've just had our last meal for the next 4 days. Lovely roast loin of pork, and we are going to be spending the next 4 days living as Mesolithic hunter-gatherers. So, wild food only, and I think there'll be a certain amount of suffering.
Our plan is just to live as, or to experiment with how basically it is possible to live. We came out here with an axe, a couple of furs for sleeping, and a bit of pre-made biltong and a lump of meat as a sort of beginning stockpile.
Once we've got fire done, fire lit, and we've got fire, so that's that's going to keep us warm. Right, a bit more pressure. The main concern is going to be for cooking as well, everything like that. So I think that's priority number one. More pressure. Stop. Good. Got a coal. This is the moment of truth.
The major difficulty for me now is my tummy. I'm very, very hungry. It's the morning of day one. Just been out for about 45 minutes foraging for pig nuts, which are tiny little nodules at the roots of these very small, inconspicuous white flowers. 45 minutes of work, and this is the fruits of my labours. 5 measly little pig nuts, and so far that's all I've managed to get for our breakfast. It's quite hard, this.
I am making what's known as figure 4 death ball trap. I have to make a few more notches. This is the upright, and then you have a sort of a bait stick here, goes up there, holds up this heavy stone. So when that's toggled, that drops off, that falls, everything falls.
Lunchtime.
Well, basically what we've just done is we've gone and dug up some burnt up roots. Not massive at the moment, but useful bit of carbohydrate. So it's literally going to take them, stick them in the fire. Then all we're going to do is just cover them over with ashes and just bake them for a little bit. It's actually rather good. These are going to be our cutting tools, cutting some wood, cutting cordage, variety of different things. Just taken down some of this honeysuckle to use to tie together our shelter. Been just cutting it with the flint. It's quite flimsy, quite flexible, so it should do the trick.
I'm off now to gather some wood and to get some long, thin bits of hazel for our shelter. We're going to bend them into place and then bind them together with the honeysuckle. And once we've got a skeleton, we'll pile the whole thing up with bracken, and hopefully that will keep us dry and sheltered and warm as well.
What I'm doing here is I am just going to take apart the rest of this haunch with this bit of flint, and we're going to mount it up on these skewers, and then we're going to cover the sides of this tripod in any kind of greenery or anything that's going to sort of keep any flies out but then keep the smoke in. So we're going to make like a smoke chamber. I pierced it right the way through. Did you film that? Okay, basically we've heated up this piece of slate, which we've got, which we're going to hopefully fry this duck egg on. So here we go. We're not the cleverest thing to eat.
I'm tired, it was cold last night, I'm very, very hungry. But what I'm really enjoying is that for just these few brief days, I don't know what time it is, I haven't looked at my phone or email, and well, on the first day I found it so boring just rummaging around for a few little leaves. Already I can feel myself just slowing down to this pace of life, and you only need a couple of nights of feeling cold. You only need a couple of nights of feeling very, very hungry to remind you to be very grateful of getting home and having a full fridge, a big meal, a cup of tea and a nice warm bed. It doesn't take long, it doesn't take much, but it's definitely worth it.
Today we've been struggling quite a bit and basically been very hungry. I didn't think it was going to be as hard a challenge as it has been.
You fancy another?